Picture this: you wake up in 2035, and the world has transformed into something straight out of a sci-fi movie. The stars. They're not just twinkling their highways for satellites, like little traffic jams in space. Down here on Earth, cities buzz with self-driving cars that are so efficient, they almost make you miss those chaotic days of rush hour traffic. And humans? We're not just working, we're connected to machines, literally, with neural implants that turn our brains into the latest tech gadgets. Now, at the center of this brave new world is one man, Elon Musk. Yep, the same guy who brought us PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX, and 100 other things that made us go, wow, how did he even think of that? But here's the twist: behind all these mind-blowing innovations is a story that's way darker than you'd ever expect. And trust me, this isn't just some conspiracy theory cooked up by a guy in his basement with too much time on his hands. We're talking about plans so audacious that they could either make us the most advanced civilization in history, or, well, totally doom us. Musk's not just about creating cool tech, there's something more going on. You've probably heard about his recent hush-hush meeting with the Israeli Prime Minister. What's that all about? Is he plotting world dominance? Or maybe something even more mysterious? Well, today we're going to dive into the deep end of the Muskiverse. I've got 8 of his future plans lined up, plans that could change everything you thought you knew about the world. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be questioning whether Elon Musk is a hero or a ticking time bomb. So, buckle up. But before we start, make sure you have subscribed to our channel. Well, let's start with the basics. Who is Elon Musk, after all? Of course, who doesn't know him? Everybody recognizes him as a genius billionaire who revolutionized the tech world, but let's dig a little deeper. Born in South Africa, Musk was that child who read the whole of Encyclopedia Britannica at 9. Yeah, so while we were all figuring out how to tie our shoes with the magic bunny ears, Musk was more or less downloading all of human knowledge into his brain. Fast forward a few years, and he's in Silicon Valley, first launching PayPal and then getting ready to change the world. But here's the thing: Musk isn't just your typical tech entrepreneur. He's a guy who's always been obsessed with the idea of the future. Not just any future, though, a future that he controls. That's the key to understanding Musk. He's not content with just being a part of the future, he wants to be the one who defines it. Now, Elon Musk kind of paints himself as this cool, weird billionaire that's literally just trying to save humanity from itself. He tweets memes, smokes weed on podcasts, and generally acts like he's one of us. Just, with a few extra $1 billion in the bank. But is that really it? Come on, man, for a second. If you have that much sway, cash, and power, there have got to be skeletons in the closet. And with Musk, it's not just a closet, it's a whole mansion. For every public-facing, feel-good project like Tesla or SpaceX, there's a whisper of something darker lurking beneath the surface. Today, we're going to blow this mansion door wide open and see what's inside. Plan number 1, colonizing Mars, a refuge for the elite. Alright, let's start with Musk's most famous obsession, Mars. If you've been paying any attention to SpaceX, you know Musk is hell-bent on getting all of us to the red planet. That's where things start to get interesting. Why Mars? Sure, he talks about making humanity a multiplanetary species, but what if there's more to it? Because suppose in the future, Earth is getting rather congested, climate change is scoring, and resources are declining. So, where do the ultra-rich and powerful go? Mars, of course. It's like the ultimate gated community, just a few million miles away. The Mars plan of colonization by Musk is not just about exploration, maybe it is about creating a safe haven for the elite, while the rest of us are left down here to deal with whatever mess ensues. Who do you think is going to afford a ticket to Mars? Your average Joe? Think again. Therefore, when Musk talks about saving humanity, he might actually mean saving the chosen few. And where does that leave the rest of us? Probably here on a climate-ravaged Earth, wondering why we didn't start saving up for a one-way ticket to Mars sooner. Plan number 2, Neuralink, mind control, or medical miracle. Then there is Neuralink. On the face of it, the idea of curing diseases like Alzheimer's or letting people turn on their lights with a flick of their minds sounds great. But then comes the flip side: what happens when you can control someone's thoughts? It is not merely a tool for life's easier living. Neuralink aims to hook your brain directly to a machine. And once that connection is made, nothing is precluding it from being used against any person to influence or control what that person would think, feel, or even do. That is the stuff of dystopian science fiction. Supposedly, in doing this, he is trying to save humanity, but come to think of it, what if Neuralink is just some control tool by the powerful for the weak? A world where even your thoughts are not yours. You say? But hey, if you ever wanted to be part of the internet, literally, then Neuralink's your chance. Plan number 3, AI domination, friend or foe. Now, AI is something Musk has always been vocal about. He's warned us of the dangers of AI, saying it could be more dangerous than nukes. At the same time, however, he develops AI through his companies. So, what's the deal? Not only does Musk want technology to advance further with AI, but he also wants to be at the very front of an industry that very well may be able to either make or break humanity. Now, AI has the potential to bring solutions to lots of the major problems the world is facing. But at the same time, it also has the ability to go rogue. And guess who might just have control of that AI? You guessed it once again, Elon Musk. Can we trust Musk with that kind of power? What if AI starts making decisions that aren't in our best interest? Or, even worse, if AI decides that humans are the problem. Plan number 4, Starlink, global connectivity or global surveillance. Now, follow me on this. Starlink, Elon Musk's grand plan to literally fill the sky with tens of thousands of super small satellites in low Earth orbit to provide global internet coverage. Amazing, right? Dead zones are gone, and videos are done buffering. But look deeper. Starlink, Musk will have the power to control the world's internet. That is power one could hardly think of. He might be thinking about not connecting the world but controlling the flow of information. Imagine a world where one person decides what you see or don't see in the cyber world. That is not only connectivity but also control. And then there's the issue of surveillance. With thousands and thousands of satellites orbiting the Earth, what's to stop Starlink from becoming the biggest global surveillance network? Elon Musk could have eyes in every little corner. It's like Big Brother, but with better Wi-Fi. Plan number 5, Tesla Energy, sustainable future, or monopoly on power. Tesla's not just about electric cars, it's about energy. Musk has grand visions for renewable energy, with solar panels and batteries that will juice your home. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Energy is power, both literally and metaphorically. That expands the reach of the business that Tesla would have in that field. A believable case to be made is that Musk would eventually end up having control over a reasonable portion of the world's energy supply. But with such control comes great power. Imagine if one company controlled the energy grid. What if they just decided to pull the switch? It's not only against sustainability, it's about control. Sure, Musk talks a big game about saving the planet, but what if he's really setting up a monopoly on power, one that could give him unprecedented influence over governments and economies? Now let's get into the political side of things. Really, Musk isn't just a tech mogul, he remembers to put his fingers into the political pies too. Now, what's this about an Israeli prime minister meeting he had a few days ago? The political influence wielded by Musk, however, is what is spoken about ever so slightly. He's in high-level meetings, cutting deals, and pushing other agendas of which we are not privy. What is he discussing behind closed doors? Could it be securing favorable regulations for his company, or bending global policy in some sinister way toward his own vision of the future? For sure, Musk is not sitting back and seeing the future happen without his active involvement in shaping it, using his political connections to ensure things go his way. Plan number 7, SpaceX's military contracts, weapons in space. SpaceX is not all about getting us to Mars, it also has a lot of its money in military contracts. And that's where things get really interesting and a little bit scary. What if, under all appearances of peaceful exploration, there is more going on with SpaceX's technology? What if that technology were to be hated by mankind to create the next generation of space-based weapons? It would be the arms race on the final frontier. And do you know who would be leading the charge on that one? Elon Musk. With SpaceX's capabilities, that's not really too far-fetched. Plan 8, the underground boring projects, a network of control. Last but not least is the Boring Company. On the surface, the very basic premise of boring is to create tunnels that would allow transportation to be faster and therefore more efficient. But then again, it has Musk behind it, so there is something more than meets the eye. Imagine an extensive web of secret underground tunnels fanning out all across the country, controlled by only one corporation. The issue here is not about moving cars, the concern is with the regulation of mobility itself, who identifies the person using these tunnels. But if the use of these tunnels is restricted to only those who can afford them, but tunnels can be used for much more than just transportation. They could be used for secretive activities, hidden from prying eyes. What other things could Musk be planning to move through the tunnels? Weapons? Data? People? There's a reason people associate tunnels with secrecy. and Musk's boring projects may be paving the way for a network of control that extends far beyond getting from one place to another. Each of these plans has the potential to change the world in ways we can't even fully comprehend. But all the while, as Musk speaks with a high-strung intention of helping humanity, we must ask, at what cost? There's a fine line between innovation and control, and Musk seems to be walking that line like a tightrope walker without a safety net. That's all for today. What's your opinion about these plans? Comment below. And if you found this video knowledgeable, like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. We have much more coming up in the weeks ahead. Thanks for watching.